Too many independent support workers make a massive mistake by paying for their NDIS ABN. So in this video, I'm going to cover eligibility, entity types, the information you'll need, how to apply for free, and what happens after you apply. Just quickly, I'm not a tax or legal professional. Nothing in this video is advice. You should seek professional advice to make the right decisions for your circumstances. And just before we get to the meat of this video, this channel is designed specifically for independent support workers with videos over various topics, but all targeted specifically to help independent support workers. So consider hitting subscribe if that's you. So let's start with eligibility. The Australian Business Register says you need to be starting or operating a business in order to be eligible for an ABN. As an independent support worker, you'll be charging clients or participants for services and getting paid for those services, which is a business. If you're a normal employee and working for a larger provider, you would not be a business, you would be an employee, and so you would not be eligible for an ABN. The second part of eligibility is essentially timing, which is making sure that you don't apply too early and that you're actually taking active steps to start or operate your business. So for example, you wouldn't want to apply 9 months prior to taking any actionable steps. After making sure you're eligible, you want to choose what entity type you're going to apply for. This will generally come down to sole trader or company, and which one's best will depend on your personal circumstances. So if you aren't sure or you're weighing up the two, you may want to go and speak to your accountant first. Generally speaking, independent support workers will choose sole trader because it is a simpler structure. However, once you get to a certain size, whether that be due to income or you bring on some staff, you may want to transition to a company, either for the tax benefits or for the protection from liability. So what information do you need? There's a list of information you'll need to apply. Most of it you should probably have handy anyway. This will include your tax file number, any previously held ABN, the date your ABN is required, which is generally today, business contact details like address, email and phone, the business activity which you'll select from a list, and your business locations, which are generally your residential address. So now how do we apply? This is where most people slip up. When you Google register for an ABN, you will come up with a list of companies who are trying to charge you to do the process for you. This charge can be anywhere from $50 to a few $100s, depending on what you select throughout the process. However, a lot of the things that they're doing can be done for free if you do them directly through the ABR. For example, ABN registration is free. The other one is GST registration, which is also free, and we're going to cover that in our next video. So you want to find the ABR link, and to make it easier, I'll put it in the description. So you want to go there, you want to click the apply button, and then once you've applied, you'll get your outcome. If you're successful, you'll get your ABN immediately. If they require more information, they'll reach out with what is required and go through a longer process. In the case that you're refused, you'll receive a refusal number and they will notify you of the reason for your refusal via a letter within the next, I believe it's 14 days. So now that you've got your ABN, you need to decide whether you need to or should register for GST. If you don't register and you needed to, you could get fined or penalised in some way. And if you just simply should register for GST but you don't, you could be leaving hundreds or potentially even thousands on the table every single year. So that video will be coming out tomorrow. I'll link it in the description and put it somewhere around here as well. Remember, if you're an independent NDIS support worker, this channel is made specifically for you, so make sure you hit that subscribe button and check out our new video tomorrow.